Entonces, ¿cuál es la idea principal? La idea principal es su sistema nervioso central. Su sistema nervioso central se compone de su cerebro y de su médula espinal, que está continuamente controlando y coordinando cada función de su cuerpo. Si pensamos en el cerebro como un ordenador central que coordina y controla todas las funciones del cuerpo, el sistema nervioso es como una red de comunicaciones que maneja mensajes entre el cerebro y las diferentes partes del cuerpo a través de la médula espinal. La médula espinal es un largo tubo de tejido nervioso que se extiende desde la parte inferior de su cerebro a través de la columna vertebral. A lo largo de su camino, hebras más pequeñas se separan de la médula y salen de la columna entre cada una de las vértebras móviles. Esas trenzas se dividen una y otra vez en diminutas fibras nerviosas y llenan todo el cuerpo yendo a cada célula, órgano y tejido. Se estima que cada ser humano tiene 15 billones de células nerviosas enviando y recibiendo mensajes a través de la médula espinal. Eso sí, el sistema nervioso es extremadamente delicado. ¿Y quién lo protege? Nuestra columna vertebral. Este es el aspecto de una columna vertebral sana. Tiene 24 vértebras móviles y cada una trabaja con la de arriba y con la de abajo. Un disco separa las vértebras y actúa como amortiguador y como separador para los nervios. ¿Por qué es tan importante una columna sana? Porque protege la médula espinal y el tejido nervioso delicado y nos permite doblarnos, flexionarnos, girarnos y movernos libremente sin poner en peligro los nervios. Si la columna no se mueve con libertad, hablamos de un complejo de subluxación vertebral, o por abreviar, de una subluxación. ¿Es correcto? Subluxación. ¿Existe otra palabra que podamos...? No, vale, de acuerdo. Se da cuando dos o más vértebras pierden su motricidad o su posición normal. Esto puede causar la interrupción del flujo del sistema nervioso e interferir con la comunicación entre cuerpo y cerebro. Investigaciones en la Universidad de Colorado descubrieron que solo se necesitan entre 8 y 10 milímetros de mercurio de presión para reducir el flujo nervioso en más de un 60%, aproximadamente el peso de una monedita. La compresión puede existir sin dolor. Allá donde vaya el nervio puede perderse hasta el 60% de los estímulos nerviosos y puede incluso ni sentirlo. Esto se conoce como subluxación silenciosa. ¿Qué ocurre cuando tiene una subluxación? Este área puede degenerarse en solo 2 semanas. Esta degeneración causa el desarrollo de tejido cicatrizal que conlleva más tejido cicatrizal. El proceso degenerativo puede continuar hasta que se produzca la inmovilización, y este tipo de degeneración es evitable. La degeneración de la columna no tiene que ver con su edad. Puede tener 60 años y una columna vertebral perfectamente sana, o 10 años y tener una columna vertebral que muestre signos de degeneración. Depende de cómo y cuándo ocurra la subluxación. Si el flujo nervioso hacia cualquier parte del cuerpo se ve alterado, puede finalmente llevarnos a un síntoma. Los síntomas son la única manera con la que su cuerpo le informa de que algo va mal, así que volvamos a la columna vertebral. Si tienen una alteración nerviosa en las cervicales, pueden producirse dolores de cabeza, migrañas, reducción del sistema inmunológico, sinusitis, alergia al polen, eczema, pérdida de oído, amigdalitis, tos crónica, síndrome de Krupp, hormigueos en brazos y manos. En la columna vertebral torácica, asma, problemas de corazón, bronquitis, gripe, enfermedades de hígado, problemas de presión arterial y vesícula, gastritis, indigestión, disminución del sistema inmunológico, problemas con riñones, cansancio crónico. En lumbares, problemas menstruales y circulatorios, enuresis nocturna, problemas de rodilla, ciática, dolores de espalda, tobillos hinchados, debilidad en las piernas y calambres. Estoy sin aliento y solo nombrando unos pocos. ¿Sabía que menos del 10% de su sistema nervioso percibe el dolor? Por eso, a menudo, cuando aparecen el dolor y los síntomas, la interferencia nerviosa puede haber estado presente durante meses o incluso años. Piense que cuando una persona tiene un ataque al corazón o un derrame cerebral, en realidad no siente que se bloquean las arterias y que algo va mal hasta que es demasiado tarde. Los analgésicos y los antiinflamatorios pueden ocultar los síntomas, pero no llegan a la causa del problema. Si los síntomas se enmascaran, el problema continúa desarrollándose en silencio hasta que se produce una grave crisis de salud. Todos conocemos los efectos secundarios que se dan tras el uso prolongado de fármacos. ¿Por qué continuar llenando su cuerpo con fármacos para ocultar la causa del problema? Tal vez se pregunte cuál es el origen de las subluxaciones. jardinería, deporte, trabajo con ordenadores, embarazo, levantar pesos incorrectamente, peleas, aditivos, productos químicos, parto, una postura incorrecta, solo por nombrar unos cuantos. Pueden existir causas mentales como el estrés. Un niño de 5 años ha tenido un promedio aproximado de 2000 caídas, de las que 200 se pueden considerar como graves. Normalmente, un acontecimiento aislado no es el culpable, es una acumulación de pequeños incidentes y accidentes durante la vida. Investigaciones recientes han descubierto que en partos con intervención médica, uso de fórceps, succión o fuerza excesiva, en el 95% de los casos se producían lesiones en las cervicales, así que es inteligente hacer a su hijo una evaluación a una edad temprana. El trabajo del quiropráctico es localizar y corregir las interferencias en la columna para que su sistema nervioso pueda funcionar a su nivel óptimo. Recuerde, el área inmovilizada se degenerará a mayor velocidad que el área con buen equilibrio y movimiento. Afortunadamente, con el cuidado correcto, la movilización de esas áreas y un alineamiento correcto, el cuerpo empezará a ralentizar, estabilizar e invertir el proceso de degeneración. Los quiroprácticos ayudan al proceso curativo con el restablecimiento del flujo nervioso. Eso permite la correcta comunicación entre el cerebro y el cuerpo. Los quiroprácticos no tratan los síntomas. Ellos eliminan la interferencia nerviosa, lo que permite al cuerpo hacer lo que mejor hace, curarse a sí mismo. Cuando se hace un corte o se rompe una pierna, ¿quién lo cura? Su cuerpo. Todas las artes curativas tienen su espacio, y afrontémoslo. La medicina tiene un papel importante en la asistencia en crisis y emergencias, y en esas situaciones puede salvar vidas. Por otro lado, la quiropráctica es vital para mantener su cuerpo a su nivel mejor posible, con la eliminación de la interferencia nerviosa y dejando al cuerpo curarse a sí mismo. Por salud, bienestar y calidad de vida, la quiropráctica es la elección inteligente para usted y su familia.
Bienvenidos a Quiropráctica para principiantes. Este video te enseñará los primeros pasos necesarios para iniciar tu atención quiropráctica y te ayudará a prepararte para conocer al quiropráctico. Una vez que tus padres o encargados hayan completado algunos formularios, iremos al cuarto de examen, donde el quiropráctico y su equipo revisarán detenidamente la causa por la cual estás aquí hoy. Tu quiropráctico está interesado en 5 cosas. Antes que nada, examina los huesos de tu espalda y cuello. Igual que al construir con bloques, algunos de tus huesos pueden no estar bien alineados. Esto brinda inestabilidad y si ocurre en tu espalda puede que no crezcas adecuadamente. Luego, examina tu sistema nervioso. Si algunos de tus nervios están siendo friccionados o presionados, los mensajes que viajan a través de ellos lo hacen con dificultad. Esto puede crear problemas en el funcionamiento de tu cuerpo, al igual que cuando hay estática en tu radio o televisor. Otra parte de tu cuerpo a la que el quiropráctico le va a prestar atención son tus músculos. A veces un lado de tu cuerpo crece más o se hace más fuerte que el otro debido a algún deporte que practicas o alguna actividad que haces. Esto puede provocar un problema en el balance de tu cuerpo. También hay otros tipos de tejidos blandos en tu cuerpo. Por ejemplo, imagínate el centro de un sándwich de helado que es presionado de un lado. En tu cuerpo hay tejidos que de esa misma forma se pueden comprimir, estirar o romper, creando más problemas los cuales tu quiropráctico debe analizar. La quinta cosa que tu quiropráctico va a revisar es si funciona bien tu cuerpo integralmente. Como los dominós que caen en una reacción en cadena, los problemas que no son corregidos a tiempo pueden provocar que otras partes de tu cuerpo no trabajen como se supone que lo deben hacer. ¿Tienes algo que te duela? ¿Te has caído o golpeado mientras juegas? Tal vez todo esté bien y estás aquí para que el quiropráctico revise si estás creciendo bien. Tu quiropráctico está interesado en revisarte cuando estás enfermo, lastimado y hasta cuando estás bien. Dolores del crecimiento, mojar la cama, infecciones en los oídos, asma infantil o las curvas anormales en tu espalda, llamadas escoliosis, pueden ocurrir si pequeñas caídas, golpes o lesiones se dejan pasar sin ningún tipo de examen. El quiropráctico y su equipo entonces te harán un examen más detenido. Esto se llama examen físico. Ellos medirán cosas importantes respecto a tu cuerpo, como cuánto puedes flexionarte o voltearte. Ellos también revisarán si todo está creciendo y trabajando de la manera como se supone que sea. Tu quiropráctico está interesado en tu cuello y espalda y querrá tocar y examinar los pequeños salientes a lo largo de los lados de tu cuello y espalda. Si encuentra algo que se sienta extraño o diferente, puede que tome unas radiografías. Estas son unas fotografías especiales de esa área. Estas radiografías de tus huesos ayudan al quiropráctico a ver exactamente qué puede estar mal y le ayudarán cuando empiece a trabajar para arreglarlo de nuevo. A veces el quiropráctico hará equipo con otros doctores para ayudarte con tus problemas o quejas específicas. Después de que el quiropráctico y su equipo hayan terminado tu examen físico, revisarán la información que han recogido y en base a ella decidirán la mejor forma en que te pueden ayudar. Las buenas noticias son que en tu programa de atención no se usarán ni inyecciones ni medicinas de sabor desagradable. Lo único que tu quiropráctico hará es algo llamado un ajuste quiropráctico. El ajuste es cuando el doctor usa sus manos o instrumentos para mover tus huesos y devolverlos a la posición adecuada, de manera que todos calcen y trabajen mejor juntos. Esto puede provocar un pequeño clic o un sonido similar al que escuches cuando revientan las bombas de chicle. Muchas veces tampoco oirás nada. La quiropráctica quiere llegar a la causa de tu problema antes que éste afecte el resto de tu cuerpo. Es por esto que tu quiropráctico querrá verte regularmente para revisar tu espalda y evitar que estos problemas empeoren o que aparezcan nuevos problemas. La quiropráctica beneficia hasta los más jóvenes. El tiempo que quieras disfrutar de los beneficios de los ajustes quiroprácticos siempre será decisión tuya y de tus padres. Nuestro personal se preocupa por ayudarte a ti y a tu familia para que logres una mejor salud. Cuando vuelvas a casa o a tu escuela, recuerda contarle a tu familia y amigos. Comparte tu historia de lo bien que te sientes y lo bien que está funcionando tu cuerpo gracias a los ajustes quiroprácticos que te aplican regularmente. Bienvenido a la quiropráctica.
Surgery. Oh, I'd love to, but to be honest, modern medicine has a lousy record of treating the back. I'm going to send you to my chiropractor. Hey, I thought real doctors hated chiropractors. Well, that is our official stance, but between you, me, and my golf clubs, they're miracle workers.
Hello, Homer. I'm Dr. Steve. Please lie down. Wake up, Homer.
Less yakking, more cracking.
Now, Homer, we don't actually crack backs. It's merely an adjustment. Okay, you're going to hear a loud cracking sound. There we go.
Hey, it feels a little better.
I thought it might. Now, I'll need to see you 3 times a week for many years.
I don't want to be alive. I want to die. I
Yeah.
wanna die. Because, pain is so much. You can walk, you can move. 2 days, 3 days he eat one time.
Like he would sleep for 2 or 3 days. It's just no movement there at all. Okay, but still there? What about here? Okay. These little circles here are totally different size and shape, which suggests that this joint up here, the sacroiliac joint, is not functioning properly. But these measurements are also quite a long way out, which suggests the sacrum's got some rotation. Just shut your eyes and tell me when you can feel this. You felt that? You didn't feel any of these ones? So you're not really feeling anything down this leg at all. Hold it strong. You haven't got much there, have you? Do you think you could handle this correction, or would you like me to continue?
Continue, I will handle it.
Yeah? If you've changed your mind, we can stop.
No, it's alright.
Just going to make a very, very small correction to start with. You might hear some noise or feel a little bit of movement down here, but don't worry, okay?
Right.
Just relax.
Slowly.
That's it. Breathe slowly. It's alright. It's okay.
Relax, relax, relax. Gonna be fine after a few minutes.
Let me hold this.
Just be relaxed.
All you got to do is breathe.
Yeah.
I feel less pain on the other side.
Good. I actually think even if you are a little bit hunched over, you're going to be able to walk a bit easier. As you take weight on this, it'll be pretty difficult because you haven't done it for a while. That's it.
Try it, try it, try it.
Good. Just take a few steps first because you need to push some fluid out of the joint.
Better? Fantastic.
Step yourself up and see if you can get your
Yes.
torso above your spine.
Try it.
It'll take. That's it.
Okay.
That's okay. You don't force it too hard. Those ligaments and tendons have been in the wrong spot
Put your hand up.
for a long time. Does that go down your leg when you do that?
Yeah.
Good, 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 good.
Yeah.
Okay, it's better right now.
That's good. Well, even though that's painful, have you been able to stand that much in the last few months?
No, that's the first time.
That's the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
It's like slower stronger than it was before.
Feel stronger already?
Yeah.
That's a great sign. Alright, so shut your eyes again and tell me if you feel this.
I feel it not that much.
You felt that then?
Yeah, but not that much.
Well, before you felt nothing.
Yeah.
And that's only 10 minutes.
Yes.
So that's amazing, really. You know, this gives me the confidence that we can continue safely. And lift this little toe up. Try and get. You can actually resist my thumb.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I'm trying to get fixed before my graduation.
How long have we got?
My graduation is in June 17th.
You're putting it on me. I will do my best.
I think.
You had no control over those before.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. You slept well? Yeah. Fantastic. Good start. You've watched him for 4 months now. Does he look different to you? Yeah, good. I still think there's a lot of upper cervical nerve pressure. You can see this needle, it just jumps right at that point. That's where it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright. You can see even in this position that this side of his occiput is very high compared to that one. And if we go back to this film, You can see how that is open on that side and more closed on that side. When I get it in the right place, it's going to be so much better for you. Beautiful. That was perfect. That'll be like a tidal wave coming off. You can feel him getting very hot already.
Do you feel it, Moon?
Feels better.
It's a bit overwhelming, isn't it, to have a big adjustment like that? But when I say big, we're not moving it a long way as such, but just having that much pressure taken off the nervous system. Your head was here yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. Looking good, mate.
Yeah. Before, if you want to move, you have to help them. His
Pick the leg
legs,
up.
you know,
Yeah.
with hand. Right now, he can't move. He can't walk easy.
Well, now he's walking heel toe, which is something he wasn't doing before. And if you notice, he's taking long strides. He's actually getting his feet under his body. Every time you feel it, just say now.
Yeah. Felt it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel a lot of difference.
Great. That's really good.
When you like pushed it in, I felt like my spine stretched out. I used to like just to lift it that much. When I was much better.
Pleasure.
You're the best. Thank you.
My pleasure. See you later. You get lift off. That's going to be the best thing that ever happened to you, man.
He's straight right now. Moon.
I'm actually really excited to see what happens here.
It's gonna last right here.
He's going to go from here to here, back up to here again. When he came, he was down here.
8 or 9 times I've been in emergency.
8 or 9 times in emergency.
Yeah.
Wow.
3 months, he just stay in the bed, you know, and he take pain medication.
I just didn't want to like even live anymore because my back, I can't even walk anymore, like in the stores or anything. Like it's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
But after now, it's like I'm so happy.
Now he just looks like he plays too much Xbox. There you go. Bring yourself up like this. Good. And walk in that position. Just take some steps. That's what I want it to feel like when you walk. Try and do that to yourself. Stand and look at your dad.
Yeah.
Look what I found.
Wow, man. That's so impressive.
Taller than him, huh?
You are taller now. You've done it. High five. Just breathe into this space that you've created. That's it. It's pretty good.
I don't believe it.
I know. It's a big moment. Your family's been through a lot, haven't they? It's hard as a dad because you just think you've lost your son. You've lost your kid.
Sorry, Dad.
Give him a hug, mate. He needs it. You know, it's funny because when I first palpated Moon's neck, his butt was there and his back was here and his head was over here. It looked like he was going to be stuck with that forever. Robbie, this is Moon.
Oh, right. Actually, same his height.
Yeah, nearly.
Yeah.
Get taller, yeah.
That's where you got to be, right there.
Are you going to become a chiropractor?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Don't let me do some adjustment too. They're gonna think like we're also
Been to the gym.
yeah.
Yeah.
just feels strange and untrue, and I won't waste a minute.
Okay, here's a little story about chiropractic that you might not know about. A really, really long time ago in Davenport, Iowa, like over 100 years ago, I mean, we're talking like September 18th, 1895 ago, there was this guy named Daniel David Palmer, but all his friends called him DD for short. Anyway, DD is the founder of this thing that we now know as chiropractic. Yeah, it's a pretty cool story, actually. The way DD discovered chiropractic was like this. There was this guy that worked in the building that Dr. Palmer worked in. He was like the maintenance guy there, and his name was Harvey Lillard to be exact. And the thing about Harvey was that he couldn't hear out of his right ear. Yeah, the guy had been deaf in his right ear for like 17 years. That's a really long time to be deaf. Anyway, Harvey told Dr. Palmer that 17 years prior, he was working and stooped over to pick up a bucket when he heard a loud pop in his neck, and shortly afterwards, he lost his hearing. So, DD, being a very well-educated man and all, started putting two and two together. And he thought to himself, if Harvey heard a loud pop in his neck right before he lost his hearing, maybe that loud pop in his neck was the spinal bone popping out of place. And if the bone is out of place, it could be interfering with his auditory nerve. That's a nerve that goes to your ear, by the way. And that could be what's causing Harvey's hearing loss. So, DD asked Harvey if he could feel around his neck. And Harvey said, yeah, sure, do whatever you need to. So DD started feeling around Harvey's neck and ended up finding a very prominent lump in his neck muscles, and he could feel it was hard, like a bone. When he pushed on it, Harvey was like, hey man, that's sore. That's when DD told Harvey his theory. You know, that he thought that Harvey might have a bone out of place in his neck that might be interfering with the nerves that go to his ears, causing his deafness. And since nerves control everything, including how we touch, taste, smell, see, and hear, that interference might be causing Harvey's hearing problem. Harvey was like, makes sense to me. So DD asked Harvey, can I push on the lump in your neck and try to fix it? At first, Harvey was kind of scared because it was already kind of sore just from DD barely touching it. But after about 30 minutes of DD trying to persuade Harvey that it might get him his hearing back, Harvey finally agreed to let DD push on the lump. Now get this, Harvey laid down on a bench and DD stood above him and put his hands directly on the lump on Harvey's neck. And with one swift movement, DD pushed down on the lump in Harvey's neck, and they both heard a loud pop, just like the one that Harvey heard when he first lost his hearing. Within minutes, Harvey heard something that he hadn't heard out of his right ear in over 17 years. The sound of horses' hooves clap, clap, clapping in the street. Remember, this was 1895. Harvey could hear again. Word spread fast, and before you knew it, people were talking about what happened over at Dr. Palmer's office. And all sorts of people were flocking there to see if Dr. Palmer could push on their spines and make them better too. This new treatment of health problems needed a name, so after much consideration, DD called it chiropractic, which in Greek means done by hand. The amount of people that were demanding chiropractic adjustments was so overwhelming that Dr. Palmer had to start a chiropractic school so he could teach other people how to adjust the spine. He called this school the Palmer School of Chiropractic, but now it's known as Palmer College of Chiropractic. So, as you can imagine, chiropractic started getting all sorts of media attention. Chiropractic was helping sick people get well and preventing the well from getting sick. So much so that medical doctors were losing patients by the droves, and as a result, they were losing money. And as you know, anytime losing money's involved, someone's going to get upset. Well, the AMA, American Medical Association, didn't like that they were losing so much business, because in their model of healthcare, they only get paid if people are sick, not if they're well. So starting in the 1960s, the AMA launched a propaganda campaign aimed at discrediting and defaming chiropractic in order to destroy it. They were putting out all sorts of literature, telling people all sorts of lies. Things like, chiropractors aren't real doctors. Chiropractors can hurt you. Chiropractors make you come forever. Chiropractic is expensive. Chiropractic is not scientific. Chiropractors are quacks. Chiropractic can cause strokes. Chiropractic can harm your spine. Chiropractic is a cult. This went on for over 25 years until finally, the Supreme Court stepped in and said, enough is enough. This guy named Dr. Chester Wilk and 4 other chiropractors filed an antitrust lawsuit against the AMA and said that the AMA conspired to defame and destroy chiropractic by spreading lies about chiropractic for over 25 years. Well, guess what? The Supreme Court found the AMA guilty as charged. But unfortunately, 25 years of spreading lies about chiropractic did its damage. People had become so skeptical of chiropractic despite the fact that since 1895, chiropractic has helped hundreds of millions of people get well and stay well. It's kind of funny how things come full circle though. Now, medical doctors are moving towards wellness and trying to take credit for something chiropractic has been preaching and teaching for over 100 years. Now that's just not right. Don't you hate it when someone tries to take credit for all your hard work? Chiropractors have been leading the charge on wellness for over 100 years, so let's give credit where credit is due. Now, in case you were wondering, here's the skinny on chiropractic and why it works. Your brain and nervous system control everything in your body. Everything. They control your muscle movements, your heart rate, your kidneys, your pancreas, your immune system, your lungs, your ability to taste, touch, smell, see, and hear. They control everything. If your nerves don't work right, you don't work right. It's as simple as that. You see, your brain sends messages down your spinal cord and out your nerves to all your body parts. It's kind of like the way a power plant sends electricity over a series of electrical lines to your home. As long as the power gets there, the lights in your home will turn on. But if something interferes with the power plant's ability to get the power there, for example, let's say a big tree falls down on the electrical lines, then there's no way the lights in your home can turn on. So with that being said, when your spine comes out of alignment due to physical, chemical, and emotional stress, and everybody has at least one of those stresses, and the hard bones in your spine put pressure up against the nerves in your body, it's a lot like what the tree does to the electrical lines running from the power plant to your home. The hard bones that are out of place rubbing up against your nervous system interfere with your brain's ability to supply power to the rest of your body. And that can result in pain, sickness, and dis-ease. These misaligned spinal bones that put pressure on your nerves, well, they do have a name. They're called subluxations. It kind of sounds like subway station, but it's subluxation. S-U-B-L-U-X-A-T-I-O-N. They are silent, they are ruthless, and they are serious. You don't want to go through life with subluxations in your spine. They're bad for your health, period. But what's even worse is that in most cases, you can't feel subluxations, just like you can't feel high cholesterol or high blood pressure. So many people that have subluxations don't even know they have them until they get examined by a chiropractor. Most people that initially go to a chiropractor go because they have symptoms like headaches, back pain, neck pain, numbness and tingling, digestive problems, fatigue, insomnia, irritability, colds and flus, just to name a few. And these can all be signs of subluxation, but the worst symptom of all is no symptom at all. And in the meantime, these subluxations are silently robbing you and your family from a long life of health and vitality. Yeah, that's right, I said your family, because your kids aren't immune to subluxations either. The average toddler falls down 38 times per day just learning how to walk. Ouch! Plus, there's a tremendous amount of stress that's placed on the baby's neck during the birth process when the doctor's twisting and pulling on the neck trying to get the baby out. Now that alone can cause subluxations, not to mention all the other slips, falls, bumps, and bruises that can happen to your kids. So, what kind of symptoms might kids end up with because of subluxations? Things like earaches, asthma, frequent colds and flus during the winter months, allergies, colic, acid reflux, headaches, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. But like I said, most people don't even know they have subluxations. So if you do end up with symptoms, consider yourself lucky. Most people never know until they've had them for a really, really long time. And by then, it can be too late to get them corrected. Because subluxations are destructive and can cause your spine to literally rot from the inside out. Gross. Ever seen that old guy at the mall all hunched over in his wheelchair or walking with his cane? Yep, his spine is in bad shape. Probably a lifetime of uncorrected spinal subluxations. And his health isn't none too good either. And chances are he's probably taking lots of medications just to get through the day. A walking pharmaceutical company. You don't want that, do you? Me neither. Look, people can go their entire childhood and part of their adulthood never knowing they have subluxations, and then all of a sudden one day, bam! They start feeling like they're falling apart, and they usually blame it on old age. You'll usually hear these people saying things like, man, it really stinks getting old. Now, women on the other hand will sometimes start developing a small hump on their back in their mid to late 30s. And as they get older, the hump gets bigger and bigger and bigger until eventually they look like little old ladies running around. It's not very attractive, and it's a really big concern for a lot of women. No woman wants to look old before her time. Well, guess what? This is not due to old age. It's due to subluxations. Here's the bottom line. Chiropractic is a wonderful way for you and your family to get well and stay well. Chiropractors are the only healthcare professionals in the world that are trained to detect and correct subluxations. Chiropractors spend between 3 to 4 years learning about the human body, how it works, and how to take care of it. They learn all sorts of things about the human body. They learn anatomy and embryology, physiology, pathology, chemistry and biology, microbiology, diagnosis, neurology, psychology and psychiatry, obstetrics and gynecology. Yes, obstetrics and gynecology, x-ray and orthopedics. A chiropractor learns the exact same curriculum as a medical doctor. Only chiropractors put in 2,419 classroom hours versus medical doctors who only spend 2,047 hours in the classroom. In other words, your chiropractor is highly qualified. The big difference is that medical doctors eventually learn pharmacology, how to prescribe drugs, whereas the chiropractor learns how to adjust the spine and bring your body back into balance and alignment to promote good nervous system health and reestablish that mind-body connection naturally. So here's something else for you to think about. If drugs really made a person healthy, then wouldn't the person taking the most drugs have the most health? It's quite the opposite though, isn't it? Look, we're not saying that drugs aren't needed in some cases, because they are. But let's face it, drugs do not make you healthy. As a matter of fact, in most cases, with all the side effects they cause, they can often make your situation worse. Did you know that medical intervention is responsible for over 700,000 deaths annually? 700,000 deaths! That's crazy! That's like 9/11 happening 233 times! But that's no surprise. Have you listened to the drug commercials lately? It now takes more time to list the side effects of the drug than it does to tell you what the drug's actually good for. This magic pill will help lower your cholesterol, but it causes nausea, stomach ulcers, type 2 diabetes, uncontrollable bowel movements, and death. Say, what? Death? Are you kidding me? Look, drugs are dangerous, and this is why chiropractic has been teaching people for over 100 years how to take better care of themselves through exercise, good nutrition, positive attitude, drinking plenty of water, proper stretching, and last but certainly not least, how to take care of their spine and nerve system through chiropractic care. Chiropractic is a lifestyle choice, just like exercise and nutrition. You don't exercise one day and expect to be healthy for the rest of your life. You don't eat good nutritious food one day and expect to be healthy for the rest of your life. It's an ongoing process and something you should do regularly if you want to get the maximum benefits from it. Getting a chiropractic adjustment isn't something you do one time and expect your body to be balanced and well for the rest of your life. Chances are your body has years and years and years of wear and tear on it, and that isn't something that can be fixed in one visit. That doesn't even make sense to think that it can be done in one visit. Remember, health does not come from a bottle of pills. Health comes from only one source. Health comes from within, and your chiropractor will help you decide what frequency of care is best for you based on your lifestyle and your healthcare goals. How long you decide to benefit from all the amazing health advantages chiropractic has to offer is ultimately up to you. But we and millions of other people across the globe that use chiropractic on a regular basis believe it's something you and your family should do regularly. Why? Because you deserve a long, healthy life full of energy and vitality. In the meantime, love and wisdom to you.
Según la quiropráctica, la subluxación es un factor de riesgo importante para la enfermedad. Afortunadamente, es un factor de riesgo modificable. La quiropráctica apoya la idea de que la eliminación de los factores de riesgo de enfermedad es la mejor manera de permitir que el cuerpo se cura a sí mismo. La subluxación es una malposición o deslizamiento entre dos huesos que resulta en una distorsión de los tejidos conectivos de la articulación desajustada. Esta malposición o deslizamiento óseo y la consiguiente distorsión del tejido conectivo tiene un impacto profundo al nivel tisular y celular. El tejido conectivo se compone de varios tipos de células y fibras de colágeno. En el estado fisiológico, la distorsión ocasional es normal y de corta duración. El resultado es la función normal. Cuando hay una subluxación, el tejido conectivo de la articulación se distorsiona. Esta distorsión se experimenta al nivel celular. A diferencia de la distorsión fisiológica, la distorsión celular de la subluxación es patológica y de larga duración. La distorsión celular inducida por la subluxación resulta en la producción de la inflamación, prostaglandinas y radicales libres, entre otros mediadores químicos. Estos productos inflamatorios se extienden a los tejidos y células circundantes. Vasos sanguíneos locales se inflaman y amplifican los productos inflamatorios en los tejidos distorsionados por la subluxación. Finalmente, la inflamación, radicales libres y las prostaglandinas se desbordan y penetran los huesos y los nervios. Esto se traduce en cambios artríticos y otras enfermedades degenerativas. La solución es relativamente simple. Mediante la corrección de la subluxación por medio del ajuste, la cascada de los productos inflamatorios se detendrá. Esto da a su cuerpo la oportunidad que necesita para curarse. Recuerde, es importante que vea a su quiropráctico para la corrección de la subluxación. También es importante comer bien y complementar su dieta con antioxidantes para proteger a su cuerpo entre sus visitas quiroprácticas.
Relax, my man. We're halfway there. That guy needs professional